Greetings my friend, welcome back to another video of me, Zenzul. I hope you're well today. Something a little bit different, something people have been asking for, clamouring for, shouting for. They've been saying, Zenzul, Zenzul, tell us what you done with this add-on is, tell us what that add-on is. That's actually true. I get hell of a lot of comments. I'm not saying, Core, you're such a great player. Said no one ever, but yeah, what add-on is this, what add-on is that? So I thought I've done a video on this before. It was quite long-winded and a lot of add-ons not to do with PvP. So I'm just showing a little bit of my Hunter Cree in Deep 6. Yeah, just as background so you don't have to sit there looking at my ugly face for 10 minutes or whatever. So yeah, this is Battleground WoW add-ons for Legion 7.3.5, as the thumbnail says. And basically what I'll do, I'll quickly go through, as you can see with this, I'll quickly go through the add-ons that I use. So basically, first of all, I've got a Bartender, which is these bars here. Yeah, nice and cool. You can see all that lovely stuff. Yeah, I'm sure I've gone that through it before. Here, used to have Battleground targets, which apparently is not supported anymore. Didn't really. I used to like it, but obviously it's a bit buggy, and you can still use it. There's workarounds, but I just use this. This is cool. This is called BattleGroundEnemies. All these add-ons I'll leave a link in down below in the description. So if you want to check them out yourself, happy days, you go for it. So that's BattleGroundEnemies. There we go. Capping, which is basically this here. So obviously if you know you're in all Battleground, it doesn't tell you who's got the flag and stuff like that. Also, it will show you here if there's like if you're on AV or whatever, how long the towers have got till they're capped. You know, if you're in a, I don't know, Battlefield Gilneas, will tell you how long till the Horde win or the Alliance win, etc, etc. So that's worth getting. It's a good little add-on, so you can click on the actual flag carrier and find out where he is on the map. Pretty good stuff. Okay, what else have we got? Healers have to die. Now, healers have to die is basically what it will do. I don't know if we'll see it in this Battleground here. I don't think they've got any healers, but what it will do is put a little basically a little cross above the player's head, and that will tell you that it's a healer. That will tell you, man, get him down. You know, get him down first. If you know anything about Battlegrounds, if you want to win Battlegrounds, don't let healers free cast. It's rule number one. Don't let healers free cast. Get them down quick, and that add-on tells you which ones are healers. It's also got a nice little trick here. If you see my little panda here, who's a healer. It will tell you. It will tell you also. Come up on the screen. It should do anyway. That you've actually one of your healers is in trouble, so you can also help them out that way. So it's called H.H.T.D with a dot in between each letter. So it's an acronym rather than the healers have to die. It used to be called healers have to die. They've shortened it down. Don't know why. Is what it is. Okay. So next we've got Killing Blow Announcer. Obviously I've got this muted so you can't hear, but Killing Blow Announcer will basically tell you. If you kill someone, it'll go killing blow, and then it'll stack up. It's basically snippets from Unreal Tournament, I think, and it's basically just a little bit of showboating, really, a little bit more fun for people that have watched it, like this. You've been Zenzul'd here. That's Killing Blow Announcer, and you also yeah. So you'll also get like a. When you do kill someone, sometimes it works. It's a little bit buggy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you'll get a big, like if you're on Horde, you'll get a Horde symbol come up here, go killing blow. If you're Alliance, you'll get the lion stuff coming up in the middle also. So let's see if do I kill this fella? Oh, I don't remember now. So many deaths. Right, next we've got MikScrollingBattleText. I've got to get it right. So this is this here, showing my hits. And my crits, my hits and crits, yeah. So that's all good. That will show you here, here. You know, basically, and you can change the font. I've changed the font to something I like. It's a little bit more rock and roll for me. I quite like my UI to be quite rock and roll. I like it to be a little bit different from other people's, but also, you know, not too silly and clean. I like clean. Yeah. So there we go. That's MikScrollingBattleText. Again, I'll put all the links to the add-ons down below in the description. You also want to get MSBT, which is obviously the acronym for MikScrollingBattleText options. You want to pick that up as well. That gives you options to dick around within that add-on, which is also cool. PVPSounds. PVPSounds is the Unreal Tournament one I was still talking about earlier. That will tell you go killing blow, you're on a rampage and things like this. So you can change the sound files. So here we go. Look, healer friend is being attacked by da 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 da. So that tells you that's healers have to die, giving you that information about your own healers. So that's all cool. Yeah. So PVPSound is really good. That basically it just says things like, you know, 3 minutes to horde victory, stuff like that, and blah 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 blah. 3 minutes to the end of battle, and all that sort of stuff. Really kind of useful. It's not, you know, it doesn't get in the way. Some things do get in the way, don't they? Sometimes you just, oh god, this is a ball ache. You have to rewind this again because basically what I've done is it's only a 5-minute video, Battleground. So then we've got shadow unit frames, which is this here, which is basically your little face in the frame, obviously health and stuff like that. I just like the square rather than the Blizzard UI. So I think the Blizzard UI should be chucked in a bin. It's 15 years old. I know some people like it and some people use it. Some people don't even like add-ons. You know, that's fair play. It's their game. They pay their subscription, do what they like. But I like these shadow unit frames. I like the fact my character is 3D and he's in that little box and he looks cool. Always like shadow unit frames. And yeah, so if you want to get that, I'll leave that, as I say, in the description below. It's called Shadow UF. I mean, it basically means unit frames. Next, we've got Skada. You can get recount or Skada. It does exactly the same thing. I prefer Skada. I don't know why. I just do. And that's obviously this damage total box here. That again is just, you see that thing that just come up. You've been to it. Just go back there, and you'll see it in a second. There we go, boom. So that's the killing blow announcer there, and you can get also killing blow enhanced. Get both of them. Again, I'll link them in the description below. So going back onto Skada, so yeah, that just gives you all your DPS, and just something else for people to look at. One of my subscribers asked me to do it, so I've put that up there. So yeah, it's just something else to look at rather than just me dying. Pretty much. Tidy plates. Tidy plates is a good one. Tidy plates is obviously showing what damage over times and stuff look like you're doing, you know, like murder crows in this battleground, murder crows, black arrow, stuff like that. It just shows you different bits and bobs above the character. You can mix and match that around. You can put other things on it, buffs, debuffs, etc., whatever you want to do. So that's it's a really good add-on to have. I can't play PvP without it, to be honest, because especially when you're playing like a dot class, when I'm playing Rasta, my priest, or Sankrotus, my warlock, I need to know. Obviously, if you're dotting 5-6 people, there's a big, you know, clog of melee in front of you, and you don't know which one's got what and what you need to refresh, etc., etc. So really, really helpful add-on. Following on from that, we've got True-Free Global Cooldown, which is this cool one here. But again, basically it's flavouring. It just shows you, the viewer, what I've just casted, and if I've cancelled casted or fake casted, etc., duped and stuff like that. It just shows you what I've casted last, and yeah, you can kind of see my rotation and my thought process in what I'm doing as and when I'm doing it. This by no means is some kind of rank 1 guide. You know, I'm just an average bloke who enjoys making YouTube videos and enjoys playing World of Warcraft PvP. I'm not the greatest PvPer, never said I am, but I've had a lot of people ask me for this, and people that enjoy my channel, all 100 odd of them, you know, they like my stuff, and so I'm only here to serve. So yeah, that's why I've put this up again. There is, as I said, there is a more, I guess long-winded, but I've only been doing this a couple of months, and I did that within, I think, the first couple of weeks. So it's a little bit more straight, should we say? A little bit, I don't know. Maybe just not. I was gonna say professional then, because I'm really not. But you know what I mean. It was just a little bit. I was a little bit more reserved in that, and maybe not as concise as I should have been, and dragged it on a little bit too much. Probably like I'm doing now. But there, yeah, so there's all the ones I use. As I say, you know, I only PvP in Battlegrounds normally. I don't do arenas per se. So that's what I use to get everything up on my screen. Oh, this here also, if you don't know how to do this, to get the, I always have this up just so I know where flags are, etc., etc. on the map. You go to the little PVP icon, you right click, and it will say show scoreboard, and you can just bring that up. That's a Blizzard integrated thing. That's not something I've put on the screen. That's something you can do yourself without add-ons or without downloading anything. And obviously that just shows you where your teammates are, etc., etc., where the flags are. I just find it really useful. And again, it's flavouring for people that are watching the videos. It makes it a little bit more interesting, obviously, because I haven't got the map up and they can't see that. So yeah. Anyway, so there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. If you're not already one of the many subscribers I have, all 100 of them, and for them I'm eternally grateful, as I keep saying. And yeah, just leaves me to say you have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. I hope it's been useful. Bye bye.